viewers and viewresses, my name is General Red Strategist. Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. This is episode 5 now, so as you remember in the last episode we managed to infiltrate the First National grocery store and we found our way into what appears to be the building of the old Innsmouth Courier. We found various documentation. For example, we managed to find Brian Burnham's diary. We got Mackie's, obviously, the Arkham Advertiser excerpts, which we found in our collation of general evidence. And essentially we found out some interesting stuff from there. Obviously, it's looking increasingly like Brian Burnham, the manager of the First National, may or may not actually be the person who infiltrated it, or broke in rather, but we'll find out more in due course. Now, in episode 5, of course, for this episode rather, we have our bottle of bootleg rum, so we're going to go back to Zadok Allen and give that to him, as well as do some more exploration of the town. But, as usual, before I get into things, I want to start with our extract from H.P. Lovecraft. This is from The Shadow over Innsmouth once more, and this is from the actual situation in the story where the narrator comes across the character Zadok Allen. I handed Zadok the bottle, and he drained it to the last drop. It was curious how he could stand so much whiskey, for not even a trace of thickness had come into his high, wheezy voice. He licked the nose of the bottle and slipped it into his pocket, then beginning to nod and whisper softly to himself. I bent close to catch any articulate words he might utter, and thought I saw a sardonic smile behind the stained bushy whiskers. Yes, he was really forming words, and I could grasp a fair proportion of them. Poor Matt. Matt, he always was a ginnet. Tried to line up the folks on his side and had long talks with the preachers. No use. They run the congressional parson out of town, and the Methodist fella quit. Never did see Resolve Babcock, the Baptist parson, again. Wrath of Jehovah. I was a mighty little critter, but I heard what I heard and seen what I sin. Dagon and Astoreth, Belial and Beelzebub, golden calf and the idols of Canaan and the Philistines, Babylonish abominations. Mene Tekel, parson. He stopped again, and from the look in his watery blue eyes, I feared he was close to a stupor after all. But when I gently shook his shoulder, he turned on me with astonishing alertness and snapped out some more obscure phrases. That's our extract then for this episode, but without further ado, let's get back to it. So, we also just met Lucas Mackey, this strange guy who claims to be a government factory inspector. Who knows who he might actually be? But let's keep going. So now we have the bootleg rum. We can talk to Zadok, and we can do some more exploration. Oh, hello. Vision.
You better keep your trap shut.
I won't tell him anything.
Yes, you'll find this as the game progresses. Jack has strange visions. Hello there.
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Sorry, stranger. I can't help you.
Funny how the police line suddenly just disappeared from this building. Okie doke, we need to find Zadok, who I think is back this way, if I remember correctly. Remember, in obviously the last episode, we did a lot of talking to various people. This way. I think. He was this way, wasn't he? Yeah, Washington Street. Yes, here he is.
And the ship that loves the lies, with a good wine piping, with a good wind piping early in the tall and gallant man.
Sing it again.
Ah, my boys, these are the joys.
I think we've seen this cutscene already.
And the brave, who love a life in the tempest strife, and a home on the mountain wave. When the driving rain of the hurricane puts the lights of the lighthouse out, and the growling thunder sounds its gong, and the whirlwinds battle out. Huh? Who's that?
Yeah, we've seen this scene already. What the hell?
Can you spare a few pennies, young mister?
I think the save's glitched
I can
out
give
again.
you something for your generosity.
The save system keeps glitching out for some reason.
Zadok, that be my name, though too few years it now. Zadok Allen.
Yeah, we know this already.
You know of Brian Burnham?
For some reason it's reset, I'm not sure why.
Worked over the store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running a store. Taking business from the Order of Dagon. they'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
Yeah. I should probably let you know.
Bring old Zadok a bottle
I did have
of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ears.
Okay, yeah, I was just going to say then, I didn't say it at the start, but I did have to do the whole First National grocery store thing again, off camera. As I said,
Ha! Do you think that's the valiant strength? No.
Okay, let's just move away from him whilst I talk, so he doesn't drown me out. But, as I was saying, yeah, for some reason the save system keeps resetting. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll save a game, and then I'll quit the game, reload, and for some reason it'll send me back to an earlier save. Not sure why it does that, but yeah, it did that off camera before, so I had to get the room again.
Creek and the sea.
Okay, well, let's just give him this. Here we go. Get some exposition up in this bitch.
Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller. Here be a little something in gratitude that might help you in your search.
Oh, what are you giving me? Key or something? Gonna say anything else? Yes.
Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's there rumouring and anchoring in Ipswich. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Obed where it all began. Telling desperate folks they'd order get better gods. Them's that would answer their prayers.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see. A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail. And for weeks all were quiet, till that artful night of 46. Them's out outside reckoned out it being a riot. But I'd seen them, swarms of them.
Okay.
Look, old man, I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy as strangers if we were knowing what was good for us.
Oh, here we go.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all?
Said the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks they had to take the oaths of Dagon.
What the hell are these oaths?
Oh. I think that might...
You just asked old Wes about oaths of Dagon. Aye, he take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in Dock Street. Then you'll see, for definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse.
Ah.
It could come in handy.
That's what he's given me. I think he's pretty much out.
Where did Captain Obed Marsh learn of these heathen matters?
It's more.
In warren foreign parts, the old fool had learned the ways of making gains, doing heathen things. He found a tribe of Kanakis in the South Seas led by a savage. Chief went by the name of Wallachia. And his tribe never went without food, for they had all the fish they could catch. Old Obed learned from his Wallachia that there's things on this earth as most folks never heard about. Seems these Kanakis was worshipping undersea gods, with heaps of human sacrifices and other heathen things. but they was getting all kinds of favors in return. Plenty of fishing and even gold now and then.
Human sacrifices. Maybe you've had just a bit too much.
I don't blame you for not believing it, young fella. But just answer me this. Why did Captain Obed roll out to the reef of Satan and chant a lot of rites and incantations in the dead of night? So loud you could hear 'em all over the port. He cast something in the water that eve, out the other side of Devil's Reef. Some kind of thingamajig crafted out of lead. It was given to him by a Wallachia.
So, what happened?
Well, not long after the smoke started coming out of the chimneys at the old gold refinery.
The Marsh Refinery,
the
everybody.
Marsh family and those that had joined with Obed in his ways started prospering in the esoteric order of Dagon. Came into being with his Ethan sermon. That shit they do.
What kinds of ceremonies?
Yeah. Get out of here, lad. Don't wait for nothing. They'll know now.
Oh, heck.
I think he's had his fill for the night. Zadok. Zadok.
Curse you, lad, for staring at me with them eyes. The old captain in hell, and he's staying there. He can get me. He can't. No, he can't get me. I had nothing done. I ain't done nothing or told nobody nothing.
Are you okay, old-timer?
What? Yeah, leave me be.
It's no use. He's totally smoked. And it'll take him all night to sleep that off.
Okay. Just thinking, do we have any documents as a result of that? No, not yet, I don't think. Nope. Okay. Plenty of exposition there about the history of Innsmouth, everybody. So basically we have a town of people who are worshipping heathen undersea gods by the sound of it. Oh, it's this woman. Hello.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And is there anyone in Innsmouth who doesn't know my name?
My name's Rebecca Lawrence, and unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Quickly, you have to follow me. It's not wise to be seen talking to outsiders.
Okay, we have another ally.
Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange. Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary. Now, I must leave before we're seen together.
Okay.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star.
It's a save point. Or it is, rather, the eye from the save point, like so. There you go. Yes, overwrite please. There we go. So we can use these to get Sanctuary. So basically the difference between the star-shaped, the star-surrounded one and the normal, regular flaming eye one is that the ones with the star around them are Sanctuary points. Enemies can't actually come near them because it wards them off. That's something for you all to remember. Nope, another vision. Something horrible is creeping about on the rooftops, evidently. Oh, nasty. But I'm just going to keep exploring, because if I'm not mistaken... Oh, there's the body again, being dragged around the door. Like I say, things keep resetting. And there goes... Oh, okay, so he's actually holding the body. Just realised. We got a better view of him that time. At least the reset of the save enabled us to see that. Hello again, Rebecca.
Jack, we can't be seen talking together. What is it?
Why do you stay in Innsmouth, Rebecca?
My grandfather, John Lawrence, was editor of the Innsmouth Courier. He was murdered in the slaughter of 46.
Which Zadok told us
He had
about.
always despised the Marshes and their blasphemous doings, and it was he who led the party out to the reef that night. They arrested Captain Marsh and his order and tossed them in the old jailhouse. A few weeks later, my grandfather was dead. My father saw him die. Him and many others burned alive in the Courier's basement.
There you go, everybody.
All the more grounds to leave.
To leave would be to fail my own legacy. I have a duty to protect the good in Innsmouth, at least what little good remains.
So that's why the basement of the Innsmouth Courier is all burnt out.
Rebecca, maybe you know. What happened at the variety store?
Tom Waite's place. The gossip on the streets is that the store safe holds a great treasure. Since the Order got wind of the rumors, they've been desperate to get their filthy hands on it. But it seems they can't get close.
Odd. Do you suppose Burnham knew about it? Maybe he pocketed it before breezing out of town.
I don't know, Jack. He'd only been in town a few months, and we can't be certain he even managed to leave. Ruth Billingham must be involved in all of this somehow. She was desperate for a way out of Innsmouth.
What do you know about her?
Only that she and Brian were close, much to the Order's disapproval. You should speak to Tom Waits. Find out for certain if the treasure's gone.
Where can I find him?
He lives on 803 Dock Street, just by the back of the old town poorhouse.
Which is why Zadok gave us the town poorhouse key, so we can go through to Dock Street. So yes, Waite is the guy that Zadok mentioned.
Where did you say I could find Waits again?
He lives on 803 Dock Street, by the back of the poorhouse.
Okay, she's probably just going to loop and say that over and over again. That's why I'm exploring a bit more, because now that we've done all of that with the National Grocery Store and all that, there might be more dialogue to find. Also, I've come down here because look who's here. It's Mackie once again, and he's got dialogue for us if I remember correctly.
Hello, Mackie.
Jack, swell to see you again. Any leads on the Burnham case?
Nope. Did you know the lad at all?
Just pleasantries. Seemed a nice enough fella, if a little rough around the edges. Strange business, though. I'd never have figured him as a crook. The First National was a well-run store, a rare thing here in Innsmouth.
Okay, Mackie. Thanks.
Goodbye, Jack.
See?
Be careful what you're doing. Very careful. Innsmouth's a dangerous place. Not everyone who visits here ends up leaving by the old bus route.
That's a hint.
This Mackie character knows plenty, but I don't think grilling him for scraps of information is going to crack this case. What do you know about the break-in at the variety store?
Only what was in the press. You should speak to Thomas Waite. He owns the joint.
Where's the store?
It's just on the main square, but it's probably shut now. You should try him at home.
Where's his place?
I think the Waite's house is over on Dock Street, near the back of the poorhouse.
Thanks.
Though I warn you, Innsmouth's driven old Waite's a bit crazy. He doesn't talk a lot of sense.
That's my sort of fella. He sounds just perfect.
Okay.
What's this Jacob Marsh like?
He didn't show up for our appointment. But then again, the Marshes never do.
Seems like we're both having some lousy luck.
I've only met Jacob the once. He's not the prettiest picture, and a real slimy character.
Jacob Marsh, if you don't remember, is the guy who Mackie was supposed to be meeting for an appointment to inspect the factory.
Mackie,
Hello, Jack.
what's the government's interest in the Marsh refinery, anyway?
Yeah, good question.
It's just domestic affairs. You ask a lot of questions, Jack.
I'm a detective. What the hell do you expect?
What you're after comes under official secrets, if you know what I mean. But I can tell you that our government has become increasingly suspicious of Innsmouth and the Marsh family.
I've heard of the Marshes. Rumors of that family are rife, even on the streets of Arkham. none of what's said is pleasant.
That I can believe. The Marshes have been ruling this port for nearly a century, ever since that plague swept these streets in the 40s.
A plague? Is that why the place is so deserted?
Masses died, so that would figure. There's gossip that old Captain Obed Marsh brought the disease onto this port from foreign trade. Deliberately.
Oh my god. Is that why so many of the townsfolk are suffering from that hideous affliction?
Perhaps. Those from out of town call it the Innsmouth look.
Okay.
Where did you say Waite's house was
Okay,
again?
right.
I think it's over on Dock Street, near the back of the poorhouse.
Okay, he's probably just going to loop now and say that. So, let's keep moving, ladies and gents. Let's go back this way. I think we need to save again, and I think I might wrap the episode up. Yes, we found out plenty of good information there about the history of Innsmouth, about some shady characters. So yes, excellent. Okay, the pentagram was down here. Yes, there it is. Okay. Okie doke. Let's hope that this saves properly this time. Okay. Well, this was episode 5 of Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth, with me, General Red Strategist. Plenty of exposition in this episode. So in episode 6, what we'll have to do is take our key to the poorhouse and go and find this Mr. Waite, who has a bit of information about a treasure in the safe of his variety store. Because that sounds like something very significant, which the Order of Dagon, which rules Innsmouth, wants to get hold of. So yes, hope you'll join me for episode 6. In the meantime, this is General Red signing off. Goodbye. Whoa, Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Fucking hell! Bloody hell, that did like 1,000,000 damage! This better not be a... Whoa! Shit! No! Oh my fucking god! How many... What? Holy shit!